Hello everyone, how are you doing? I hope you are doing well. So welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so don't miss any of my new videos. And welcome to the fourth episode of Python from zero to hero. In this episode, we're gonna learn about variables in Python. So I would like to start with some definition before jumping to the code. So variables in programming are named storage locations that hold a value. Variables allow you to store data in memory and manipulate it as needed throughout your program. In Python, you can declare a variable by assigning a value to a name using the assignment operator. So remember, this is the variable assignment operator. So here is an example: x, the assignment operator, and 5. This means we have a variable called x with a value of 5. Now we have a variable. We can use it throughout our program. For example, we can create another variable called y, and this variable's value is x plus 10, which is 5 plus 10. If we print y, it's gonna be 15. So now let's jump and write some code. Create a variable called name, and remember, as I said in the previous video, if you are writing a text and not a number, surround it with a set of codes. Now age, let's say 25. Write 25 as a text, and I'm gonna tell you why. And let's say we have major, and here computer science. So we have these three variables and we can use them throughout our program. For example, we can print like a paragraph, something like that. So within a set of code, I'm gonna print my name is and a space. Make sure to add a space. I will show you what will happen if you don't add space, and then the plus sign, and then write only the first or the second letters of your variable, and PyCharm will give you some options. We're gonna write N and A, and then PyCharm tells you, do you mean name? And you just click enter, and then another plus sign and another set of codes, a full stop, I am, and then another space and another plus sign, and then we're gonna add age, I am 25, and then another plus sign, another set of codes, years old. Let's say we're gonna add a full stop, I want to say I am a computer science student, so I am, and major, and another plus sign, another set of codes, students, which means I am a computer science student. And let's run this and see. As I said here, if you don't add the space, everything gonna be with no space. So my name is, we should have a space here. So my name is Sumia, I am 25 years old. Let's make this a small letter. I am a computer science student. Another space here. So I am a computer science student, a full stop. And now we have our paragraph. So what's good about variables is that throughout your programs, you have your name stored in the memory. You shouldn't write it every time. So if you are far away from our code, we're still gonna use our variable. For example, here print, and you will not always write your name in a string format like this or in text format like this. You will just have it and you will use it even if you are writing 1000 lines of code. You will be able to use that variable. As you see here, print name, you're gonna print my name, which is Sumia. Now let me tell you why I didn't use the whole number here. If I use the whole number, because I was writing 25 as a text surrounded with a set of codes, if I write it like a number with no codes, I'm gonna have an error here because we cannot add a string or a text to an integer or a number. So if we run this, we will get an error, say can only concatenate str, which means strings, and not int, which means not integers to string. So you can only concatenate strings to strings. So when this is a string is a piece of text. Every text is a string. So now we got rid of that. Sometimes you need your value as a number so that you can add something to it or subtract something from it. So here we still get the error. So here you just need to convert this to a string using the str function. And if you click here, everything gonna be okay. Another thing is that Python work from top to down. So the values or the variables or anything that is in the bottom is the most updated version. If we create another variable with the same name here and give it a value like Mark and print here, my name is Mark. the name gonna be updated from Sumia to Mar. And if we keep changing it, it's gonna keep changing. So everything in the bottom is the most updated version. So another thing is about naming the variables. Python variables are case sensitive. So having a variable called name with a big N is not the same as having a variable called name with a small n. This holds a place in the memory and this holds another place in the memory. They are not the same. Also about naming variables, make sure to name your variables with the meaningful names so that when you are using them throughout your program, you will not forget their meaning. So name means that it contains a name value. Age means that it contains an age value. And another thing about naming variables, make sure to not start naming your variables with numbers. Variable names can contain number. Okay, that's okay. Variable names can contain number, but they cannot start with numbers. You can say, for example, name 000. That's totally okay, but you cannot say 000 name. You cannot start your variable with a number. Okay, so here we'll get an error which is in red. As I said in the previous video, red errors are harmful. There is this yellow errors. This yellow errors is about code formatting. So I hope this video was useful and I hope that you had no problems creating variables and assigning values to them. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and if you have any questions, please comment them down below and stay safe.